At the inside of it. It means the mirror. This is the boss is a red leg. I think, yeah, can you? All right, so welcome to the Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium, live here on CNU TV, where we bring you live coverage of Ghana's under-23 side, the Black Meteors against the Algerian counterparts. It's actually a second leg encounter. The first leg took place a couple of days ago in Algiers, in Algeria. Ghana recording the positive results in that one. Abdul Fattah Ishaku with a belter, with the beauty of a goal, put Ghana ahead. The Algerians had to rally themselves back into the game, getting the equalizer at the last minute through the penalty spot. So we are here at the Babayara Sports Stadium. The fans are coming in their numbers to support the gallant Black Meteors, who are booking or looking to book a spot to the African Under-23 Championship, which also will be used as a qualifier for the next Olympic Games football event. My name is Michael Osaibo. I'm here alongside Habib, and we'll be bringing you live coverage of this game for the entire duration. The Black Meteors need a win to qualify outrightly. A goalless draw will still qualify them by virtue of scoring that crucial away goal. The Algerians need nothing but a win or a score draw other than 1-1. So we hear the national anthems being played, already gone by. We witnessed that of the Black Meteors, where we heard the Ghana national anthem. Quickly, I'll be running you through the starting 11 for the two sides. Algerians already walking towards the Black Meteors to shake hands with them as a form of sportsmanship to usher in the game. Well, starting for the Black Meteors, we have goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. At right back, we have Aaron Essel. Left back is Samuel Abe Ashikwe. And then in central defense, David Opona Frane and Emmanuel Essiem. In the middle, Alex Opoku Safo. We have Dominic Insobila and also Salifu Abbas Samari. In attack, Ghana has an enterprising trio of NS Nyama and also Abdul Fattah Ishaku. And in comes Efriye Banier, who captained the side. He missed out on the first leg due to suspension. He is eligible to feature, and Efriye Banier will be in the thick of affairs for the Black Meteors. On the part of the Algerians, there is goalkeeper Teddy Bohendi, and also their captain Ayman Bututau Chemsedin Bekuch. He actually was on target in that first leg, scored a crucial equalizer for them. Idris Bunaz, Kuseli Bulia, Mehdi Doval, Monsef Bakra. He actually missed the first penalty awarded the Algerians in the first leg, and he's here featuring again. He's a striker, plays for Extra in Croatia. Reda Bencha, Stan Berkani, Tufik Sherifi, Yassine Titraoui, and these are the players lining up for the Algerians. The referees for the encounter, Tawal Kamara, and he will be assisted by Mamadi Tere, who acts as the first assistant referee. The second assistant referee will be Abdoulaye Silla. The fourth official is Abdoulaye Manet, and the match commissioner is Kali Baba Ghana. So in a matter of minutes, the two teams will kick us off in this crucial encounter, and directly facing us, Abibes, the yellow stands, which is actually packed, and we can see them cheering on the Black Meteors to record a crucial win that will take them to the tournament proper. Share with me your expectations of this game.
Well, Mickey, we are anticipating a very good game. Looking at what our Meteors displayed a couple of days ago in Algeria, we have that strong belief in front of our numerous supporters in Kumasi. We trust Ibrahim Tanko and his love to give us the very best of game. And we hope we get a good result that will cement our qualification into the next U23 African Games. At the same time, the Olympic Games that is ahead of us in Paris, France. But I'm a bit disappointed, not much, but I feel like free gate or gate free 4 p.m. Though it's Tuesday, it's the second working day into the week. But I was still expecting a lot of Ghanaians to troop in their numbers to come and cheer our boys up. But that not said, I must say the little we have here is a bit encouraging. We really hope they're going to cheer our boys up, and the guys will also be more motivated due to the little numbers they have here and give us the best of what they can to make sure we get the 3 points and then the good goals that will help the team.
So Algeria already lining up the attack. The game has kick-started, and we can see number 3, Chemsedin Bekuch, battling it out with Aaron SL. Algeria sending a cross, but the ball will be safeguarded straight to goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. There's actually his home page. He plays here week in, week out for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And talk of Kotoko, they did not actually record a positive result in their last game here. And Danlad will hope not to see something similar before the Black Meteors. Ball sent in, a long one flicked by Free Banier. And goalkeeper for the Algerians, Teddy Bulhendi, claims the ball, throws one to the left-hand side. He finds Bekuch straight. He finds Idris Puna, sends a long one in, headed away by Dominic Insobila. Ghana combing passes beautifully in the middle. Locates Abdul Fattah Ishahaku on the right. Ishahaku enters the box, is fouled by the referee. Waves play on. Amid shouts from the fans looking for a penalty for the home side. The Algerians will slow down the tempo, calm things now, and try to pass out from the back. Sends a long one forward, headed away. Danger still present, but once again a clearance by the Black Meteors. Insobila calmly wins possession, sends one to Aaron Sell, places football for Meteors United in the Ghana Premier League. He's an enterprising fullback, Aaron Sell. Born and bred and trained all the way in the Western region. He's come here to make a name for himself using football as his chosen path. Passes to the middle, Enes Nyama dribbles, Ghana surging forward, a forward pass, and unfortunately a Free Banier can't get to it, and it deflects off Abdul Fattah Ishahaku for a throw-in advantage Algeria. In the stands, you can see the fans coming in pickles. Hopefully, at the end of the first half, you expect the attendance to shoot and then increase in number. A pass forward finds a Free Banier. Dribbles one, a Free Banier with a shot, and it goes over. It will be a goal kick advantage. The Algerians, we've done 3 minutes so far, and it's Ghana 0, Algeria 0. On the aggregate scoreline is 1-1, and per the scoreline it favors the Black Meteors. Habib.
Well, so far, Meteors are putting every effort to make sure they settle soonest before the Algerians get their hands on the game. I must say, Free Banier got a very beautiful strike, but looking at his position, I was thinking he was having a lot of options around him that he could have just made good use of that before going for a beautiful strike. But it's a good game so far. We are putting our places together. We only hope we take control or we take advantage of the home support before the Algerians swarm themselves into the game. So far, a very good game from our Meteors.
So far, so good. According to Habib, he thinks that the game is evenly balanced. Neither team has shown to have the upper hand. And it will be a throw-in for the Algerians. There's a throw in for Algeria. Bekuch throws one, he finds Bakra, sends one to Idris Buna. A long pass intercepted by Emmanuel Essiem. He passes, loses possession. Algeria mounting an attack from the right. Once again, Ghana does the necessary and is able to reclaim possession. A forward pass by Ashikwe. Will he be able to put in a pass in there? In Sobila, Abdul Fattah Ishaku dribbles one, a shot! Oh no! The ball cannons off the crossbar. The first glimmer of a chance for the Black Meteors. Danger still present, but this time around, Algeria will mop up the danger and clear it away from the danger area. Oh, Abe Ashikwe wins it for the Black Meteors. Turns around beautifully, passes to the middle, and a pass is spread to the right. It finds Aaron SL. SL to Abdul Fattah Ishaku. The danger man is brought down. Referee waves advantage the Algerians. A long pass for looking for Bakra, but that will be no problem for goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. That was a bullet of a shot from Abdul Fattah Ishaku, cannoning off the crossbar, and it's still Ghana 0, Algeria 0. Abib.
That is hallmark. One thing Fattah Ishaku is noted for is a brilliant strike. Always when he finds himself and he makes sure that he gets a space in front of him, he always wants to go for that beautiful strike. And I'm not surprised he gave us a very good one here. We are only hoping once he keeps trying that one will find the back of the net. But before you credit Fattah Ishaku, look at that beautiful run from Aaron Essel to locate a player in that beautiful position. I think our stars are doing very, very well so far in this game. Let's see what we can do. I am hoping we'll be able to break the deadlock here before the first quarter of the game, and that will unsettle the Algerian side.
If you've just joined us, there's a CNO TV on YouTube, and it's a live stream of Ghana versus Algeria. It's an Afcon under 23 qualifier. The second leg encounter taking place here at the Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium. A goal kick for Algeria. Goalkeeper Bulhendi to effect it. Will he go short? He decides to do that, and he passes to Redcha. He sends a long one to the right hand side, trying to locate a teammate. Unfortunately, Ghana is able to avert any danger and reclaim possession. Ball pass to the right, Aaron Essel. He's seen so much of the ball so far. Sends one to the middle. Dominic Insobila. He finds a free Ibani. His pass to Fattah Ishaku. Keeps the ball in play. Surging forward. Fattah Ishaku with an opportunity. Sends in a cross. It's Tawadina. No! Once again, the connection from Enes Niama goes over the bar. Two very good opportunities for the Black Meteors, and all of them have not been made to count so far, Beeb.
We need to start taking our chances. Football is a game of chances. When your chances come your way, you need to make good use of it before the opponent gets upper hand in the game. And I think so far, by the minute we've played here, we've been the better side. The only disadvantage to us is that we are not clinical outward. I think our boys need to calm their tempo, that the coaches need to talk to them to cool down when they get to the final third of the game and start banging in the goals. That is the most important thing.
All right, so this will be an opportunity for Algeria. Dribbles 1-2, sends in a shot. It goes away off the target, away off mark. Algeria's number 8, Yassine Titraoui, he was able to maneuver his way through the middle, unleashed a low shot, but he missed out on the target. And that will be little worry for the Black Meteors goalkeeper, Ibrahim Danlad. Danlad was with the Black Star squad that went to the World Cup 2022 in Qatar. Did not get the opportunity to be in the goalpost, but that was a refreshing moment and a telling moment in his young but very exciting career so far. Has gone through the mill at the various age limit national teams for Ghana. Was with the under-17 and was part of the victorious under-20 squad that won the WAFU Championship some 3-4 years ago. Went on to win at the continental level, winning the African Youth Championship. It was a league winner with Kumasia Santikadako last year. Ibrahim Danlad, barely 23 years, and he's already seen most of it all, and he's had a career most older goalkeepers will love to emulate. Ghana in possession, a free Ebanye, another World Cup 2022 participant for the Black Stars. Loses possession. Algeria calmly taking very good care of the ball. Beautiful dribble. He's brought down, and that will be a free kick advantage. The Algerians. If you are watching us on CNO TV, the Algerians are in the colors green shirt, green shorts, and they are wearing white socks with their respective boots to match. And the black Meteors in the all white, looking very angelic this particular afternoon. So the ball with Enes Nyama places club football for Neusterland. A very bright talent. Nyama dribbles one. Nyama sends in a cross and is deflected for a corner kick advantage. The black Meteors. Ghana look dangerous on the right flank and also look dangerous equally on the left flank. Enes Nyama and Abdul Fattah Ishaq.
They are making good use of their quality. They are making that count so far in a minute with witness. And currently, or in modern day football, wingers normally create a lot of chances for other players to score, even if they are not scoring themselves. And it's good we are having both players on the other flanks who are doing a lot of work for our team. We only hope they will be very clinical out front to give us a lot of goals in this game.
So corner kick effected, but it came to naught for the black Meteors. It was an in-swinger from the right-hand side of Algerian defense. A left-footed Kela met the head of a Ghanaian player, but unfortunately could not direct it on target. And so Algeria effect the goal kick, but possession once again is lost. Dominic Insobila has always been on hand to win the 50-50 balls for the black Meteors. Enes Nyama again, beautiful dribble, surges forward, sends in a cross. Abdul Fattah Ishaq, and it's a goal! It is a goal! And Ghana's goal scorer in the first leg proves Ghana's goal scorer in the second leg. Abdul Fattah Ishaq, 2 games, 2 goals, and Ghana are 1-0 ahead after 11 minutes of play, and it's advantage the black Meteors. Habib.
Well, Fattah Ishaq is a talent I've known for a couple of years now. His days were steadfast in Tamale before moving to Dreams FC and then now playing for Sporting CP in the Portuguese league. If you are a fan of a local football who are following our local league for a couple of years now, you know the talent Fattah Ishaq possesses. And he scored back-to-back. We need to credit him. But before you credit Fattah Ishaq, once again, previously we were talking about our wingers and how creative and proactive they've been in this game. Once again, let's credit Enes Nyama for that brilliant run and then a very good cross, making sure he located the final player or the right player at the right spot to get in the final touch. And that was a beautiful goal score by the Sporting CP's boy, Fattah Ishaq. He was with the Black Stars in Qatar. Unfortunately, he could not make an impact in the league so far, so he's been dropped from the senior national team to the U23 level. And what he's doing here makes a clear signal to him that, yes, he still qualifies to be part of the Black Stars. And let's credit our boys. They've been so good in the 12 minutes of witness, and deservedly, we deserve to take the lead here.
Felt an alien in the Black Stars setup. He's right at home here in the black Meteors. And another opportunity, and no, this time around, a free Barnier. He's able to draw a save from the goalkeeper. He did one thing right. He got a shot on target, but there are many here just like us who feel he should have been able to put the ball beyond the goalkeeper.
His standard and the caliber of player he is now is one player a lot of Ghanaians have hope in him that he's going to become a top quality player. Such chances, you need to take them when they come your way.
So Efriye Barnier was at the World Cup in Qatar. Abdul Fattah Ishaq equally was in Qatar, and both nearly combined to get Ghana's second goal. Algeria are shell-shocked. They are shell-shocked, and they don't know what actually has hit them. They are yet to settle after conceding. A pass back forward. Bakra cannot get past Abe Ashikwe. Sobila does not get to it this time around. Algeria with some sense of urgency, pushing forward. They need to get back into this game. Can they claw back? A ball into the box, and a cross goes off target of the mark. Is off the line. Will be a goal kick advantage the black Meteors. We've done barely 15 minutes of play. It is Ghana 1, Algeria 0, live on CNU TV here on YouTube. And as things stand, it's aggregate 2-1 advantage, the Black Meteors. So I was saying of Fatawu Ishahaku is feeling right at home in the Black Meteors. 2 games, 2 goals. And it's justifiable with his form, with his output, the calls of many, that he be dropped to that level to warm himself and eventually buy him a slot in the Black Stars. He's done everything right. The young man who plays his club football in Portugal for Sporting CP. He's been devastating for the Algerian defenders. Equally, same can be said of Enes Nyama on the left flank for the Black Meteors. They've been so exciting to watch, and they bring this kind of vibe into the team. And anytime they're on the ball, is actually something that livens up the squad, livens up the fans. And equally, we are seeing the chance coming from them. And as Nyama again sensing a cross, and this time around, Algeria is able to deal with the danger. And Habib, what do you make of the shape of the Black Meteors? Anytime we are without the ball, we have 6-7 players available and well in shape to try and retrieve possession.
Tactically, I must say, Thanku is having everything right here. He's on top of the game. Tactically, he's making sure he knows how the Arabs, most especially the North Africans, they play their game. When you give them the spaces, they locate the right players at the right time. And they are people with a lot of pace. When they are with the ball, they can run into a lot of spaces. So you need to avoid that. You need to prevent that. You don't need to give them that spaces for them to locate the right players at that spaces. And you see clearly our back line is well composed. They've been making sure they compact themselves and organize proper shape to make sure that anytime we are not with the ball, we transit backwards and get the ball as soon as that we can. And look at our laterals, the left back and the right back, they are also up to the game because of how our wingers are so effective. Once they get the ball, quickly they release the ball. It's either to Fatawu or Enes Nyama, who happens to be the brightest sport in the game so far. I must say his talent is top notch. We need to keep monitoring such talent, and very soon Ghana is going to make a lot of profit from such players who have been so good so far in this game.
And another key point or positive in the Black Meteors team has been about the combo of Abdul or Salifu Samari and Dominic Insobila play at the same club for Accra Lions, and it looks like the only difference here is the jersey they are wearing.
Exactly, and the jersey numbers too.
So Salifu Samari combining perfectly. He knows when to drop deep and add up to the midfield numbers, and he knows when to support the attack and equally increase the numbers and options available to pick a pass for any Ghanaian player. He's combined very well. Dominic Insobila has always been operating near the center circle, and he's always been winning the second balls for Ghana, and he's always the one to initiate moves for us in terms of attacking build-ups. They have been very brilliant, the two, adding up to the likes of Enes Nyama and Abdul Fatawu Ishahaku. A ball sent to the left-hand side, controlled by Bekuch. Bekuch sends in a cross and is cleared by Emmanuel Eziam, formerly of Brecum Chelsea. Was also a key member of that under-20 squad. Actually was Abdul Fatawu Ishahaku, a free Banier, Emmanuel Eziam, Ibrahim Danlad. They were members of that under-20 team that won the Africa Youth Championship. And that tells clearly of the progressional plan for the team handlers and even to the football handlers in the country.
And that is a positive thing. It is something that as a country we need to keep an eye on. In recent times, our biggest problem or challenge has been how to make sure we do proper transition from the youth level to the senior team. I'm very happy when I see these boys going from the U17 to the U20 level, then to the U23, probably the local team and then the Black Stars proper. Let's see how they are going to go with their transformation or their development. From here, the next step is the Black Stars, because majority of these guys are not going to be seen in the shows of Ghana anymore. So let's see how we cope with that and develop them into a proper Black Stars players in the near future.
So 19 minutes gone. It is Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Live here on CNU TV, a free kick for Algeria. It's a free kick to be effected by number 18, Sensi 1, and straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. Claims the ball at the first instance, and it rolls one on the pitch to Eziam. Eziam finds Isel, SL to Samari. He's able to outwit his marker. He sends a pass in there to the middle. Ball now with Dominic Insobila. And Insobila to Opoku Safo. Gets the ball to Insobila. Lobs one, unfortunately, does not get to a player in white. Instead, it's to an opponent. And Algeria win possession. Beautiful play. Passes to the middle. Controls number 8. Tetraoui sends one to the right hand side. Controlled beautifully. Sends one in there. He evades Abe Ashikwe. Will he be able to get to it? Definitely not. And the ball is safeguarded. And Ghana avert any danger from the Algerians. Save that earlier shot and the free kick attempt. Algeria have barely had chances in the first 20 minutes of this game, and there is an Algerian player on the pitch that will need medical attention, bringing the game to a temporary hold-up. If you've just joined us, it is Ghana leading Algeria by a slim goal margin. Ghana ahead by the odd goal, 1-0. Aggregate 2-1 advantage, the Black Meteors. And this will offer an opportunity for Coach Ibrahim Tanko to meet his players and maybe for some pep talk. Who knows?
Well, I was just watching something came to mind. You know, in our previous qualified games, our midfield double has been Insobila and then one Hafiz Ibrahim of Atram Divisa. But this time around, it's Samari pairing with Insobila in a midfield. And clearly, you could say they understand it. I'm now understanding the reason the coaches opted for Samari ahead of Hafiz. He's been so phenomenal so far in a minute witness. And I must say, one thing Ghana is getting right at the heads of the Algerian side is we are well composed and we are well organized. We're playing as a unit or as a team as compared to the Algerians. Probably they want to depend more on some individual players, but Ghana, when we get the ball, we play as a team as if we know what we are doing for a couple of times. And this team, the difference between this team and our proper Black Stars is these boys has been playing among each other for a couple of times now, so you should understand the cohesion that exists among these boys. No wonder they play so solidly from the back to the midfield, the proper transition to the final place or the outfield place leading the attack for our team. We look so organized in a minute witness so far here. And per how we are playing, the only thing left is how to make sure we try to take our chances when they come our way, and then probably we're going to bank in a lot of goals in this 45 minutes before we even go for recess.
And one thing with 1-0 leads is that you're not so sure or so guaranteed of a win unless you get that cushioning. A 2-0, 3-0 perhaps will allow the Black Stars some respite. Yeah, 1-0, anything can happen at any point in time. So players restarted and Ziam passes to Dominic Insobila. Insobila, he finds Aaron SL. SL to the middle, a misplaced pass, and it will be free kick advantage Algeria. A foul by Insobila. Free kick quickly taken. The Kush, he passes to the back. He finds number 13. Sends it to number 4 for Algeria. And that is Benchar. Benchar sends one in, and unfortunately, Algeria are not able to head to the Black Meteors so far. They've tried, but try as they've done, they have not been able to do what's expected of them in terms of the offensive output. RNSL once again pass intercepted. Looks like a free Ebania took a slap to the face. There is an apology offered by the Algerian player, but play will still continue. A pass sent in there and showed that, unfortunately, judged to be a handball situation, and a yellow card will be shown to Algeria's number 13, Tawfiq Sherifi, for that handball incident, and a free kick opportunity is offered the Black Meteors. We see Abdel Fattah Ishaaku, Abbas Samari all behind the ball, but definitely this is one for Fattah Ishaaku.
You perfectly remember Coutinho Jansen, so this is Fattah Ishaaku's Jansen.
He's shown he has the power, he has a technique for utilizing such balls. And for the goal he scored in Algeria, very few can doubt that he's capable of doing that. So one substitution done by the Algerians. In comes number 10, Mohamed Belker, and out goes Idris Bounas, number 15. And so the first change of the game effected by the Algerians. The Ghanaian players will form a council and deliberate on how to utilize the set piece situation. We have Fatayu Shehaku Abbas Hamari behind the ball. Will he attempt to go for glory? Ghana's number 10, or find a teammate. He goes for glory and no! A whisker away, but he was close, trust me. And Abdul Fatayu Shehaku nearly found the twines to double Ghana's advantage.
Of course, that was a brilliant kick from Fatawu Isahaku. Recently, in our various national team, we barely have free kick experts in our teams, and Fatawu is warming himself to become one of that we can always rely on. He's someone who has technique for kicks, and then he has that power to always in his foot, and I'm not too surprised of how he kicked the ball, but unfortunately he misses by some inches. Let's see what Ghana make out from this movement.
So Ghana in possession. We've done 25 minutes ball with this time around, unfortunately, the pass to the Ghanaian player is missed, and Algeria will win a throw-in. Ball thrown to number 4, Reda Bencha. He sends one to the right-hand side. Stan Bekani gets one to the middle. This time around, the ball is spread to the left, and number 3, Chemsedine Bekush. He finds number 10, the new man, Mohamed Belker. Belker dribbles one, he's brought down. Referee says the ball was won legitimately, and Abbas Samari could not dribble his way through. Closed out by the Algerians, who were able to retrieve the ball. Number 13 in possession for Algeria. Tufik Sharifi sends one to a teammate to the left-hand side, Chemsedine Bekush. Bekush with a cross. Will he find a teammate? No, he finds Ibrahim Danlad, and that is not good news for Algeria. And so Danlad will quickly initiate a move for Ghana, who are building up at the back. Now in the middle, Dominic Insobila. He finds Enes Niama. Cannot dribble through this time around, and Algeria have possession of the ball. An opportunity, dribbles into the box, and tackle is as clean as a whistle. And Ghana retrieve possession about Samari, and that was an aggressive one. The Algerians getting quite physical. Beautiful dribble in there, an opportunity to shoot, another dribble. He throws himself to the ground, and the referee will book him for diving. And that was a pathetic attempt to win any decision from the referee.
He lost control of the ball. He decided to fall down, then try to see if he can deceive the referee. Unfortunately, it was just right in front of the spot, and I think the referee had a perfect score. But in a couple of 5 minutes, Niama has been kept too cool. I think the Algerians are now trying to see the game, and then they are trying to see how he plays. Always when the ball looks at Niama, now there are 2 players who run to him. It makes it very difficult for him to get past them. And I think we need to do some switches, tactical switches or positional switches, to make sure we free him a bit and see what he can make from that spaces.
So Algeria have identified a threat, and they are trying to find strategies or ways to nullify it. Abdel Fattah Ishaku evades his marker, sends in a pass to Efri Ebania, who's offside. Efri Ebania did his run quite too early and could not outsmart the last line of defense for the Algerians, and now they will restart play. Mohamed Belker, since he came on, has been enterprising. He's been very active getting into the game, and the ball sent to the right-hand side. Algeria pushing forward, enters the half of Ghana with an opportunity to send in one passes to the middle. Number 18, Butatu, sends one to Mohamed Belker, sends in a cross, and there's nobody there. Ghana lucky, Algeria unfortunate, but that was a good move.
That was a big defensive blunder from Aaron Esson. He could have done better. Looking at his position at the moment, there was no player behind him, and I think probably he was thinking there was somebody behind. But sometimes in a field of play, you rightly need to be on your senses before you commit such blunders.
So Algeria growing stronger by the second, and Efri Ebania is able to buy Ghana some moment of respite, a free kick awarded just in the half of Ghana near the center circle, and it will cool off the pressure that was being mounted on the Black Meteors by the Algerians. The referee signals to his assistants that it's time for a cooling break due to the weather conditions, and also to allow for our Muslim brothers who are embarking on their Ramadan fasting and to have some kind of rest. I don't think the Algerians will be taking in. Habib, help me here.
I've seen a lot of
Is it permissible that during this fasting period, any player or any Muslim who's fasting can take in some water?
Possible. I've seen a lot of Muslim players who fast and play, but I've seen a lot of the Algerian players taking water whenever the game goes for a reason. So probably they've been omitted themselves from fasting today, and it makes sense because when you're playing high tempo of game and you look at the weather condition in Ghana too, that is not favorable to them, and I think you should understand the situation of them deciding not to fast today. But that not being said, still the weekends, then we are 6 days into Ramadan, so clearly you must say Ghana must have advantage, though the Ghana side also have some Muslim players in it, but compared to what the Algerians have, I must say all the 11 players on the Algerian side are all Muslims, so you could understand them clearly how weak they might be fasting for 6 solid days as compared to someone who has been eating a heavy meal for the last couple of days. Clearly Ghana need to take advantage of such situation and make good use of that and punish the Algerians here.
So that cooling break allowed for Gordon Atram to have a pep talk with the free bunny. I think it was directing him on how to receive the ball and turn. And also there was a pep talk between Abdel Fattah Ishaq and Ibrahim Tanko, the head coach of the Black Meteors. And so maybe some 1 or 2 things might have been said. And let's see how that is utilized on the field of play. But as it stands now, it's still 31 minutes of play. The Black Meteors of Ghana are leading by a goal to 0 against the Algerian counterparts. And Ghana will restart play with that free kick. Ball play to Emmanuel Eziam. He finds Aaron SL to the middle, finds the beautiful, brilliant Dominic Insobila, turns, he passes back, the ball gets to Eziam, and Eziam, he finds, that was David upon Afrane actually, he passed to Eziam, and it gets us back Afrane to SL controls one, he sends a long one in there, looking for the run of Abdel Fattah Ishaq, who does get to the ball, it's been brilliant so far, but not with the dribble, it's unsuccessful. And the ball has been cleared away. Pass to Dominic Insobila, and the referee awards a decision against the Black Meteors. It's a decision that goes against Ghana, and after the goal and after the early burst of energy up front, it looks like the Ghanaian attackers have cooled off. They've been quite anonymous so far, if I'm to say it that way, in the last 5 minutes. Ghana has not really offered much in terms of offensive threat if you compare it to the Algerians.
We started very well, but it looks like the Algerians have seen how we play and they've decided to come with a different plan to make sure they tame us in order not to allow us to play our quick game that we started. A proper transition we're doing in the first 15 minutes has been put to bear by the Algerians. So I'm not too surprised of how the game has turned to be. We only need to make sure we keep our composure, we keep our game as the normal way we started, and make sure we put the game to the Algerians. Definitely, they are going to commit some mistake, just like they were doing in the initial stages of the game, and then we're going to take another advantage on that and get a second goal here.
So there was a trademark run by Annaba, but this time around the Empo that was lacking. But we missed him actually. In the last 10 minutes, he's gone now all. But this time around he was found, and he unleashed another run. It looks like anytime he's on the ball, the Algerians don't have an answer to whatever question he poses them.
Always unsettle the Algerian defenders, but this time around it was too poor.
So Enes Nyama is next in line from the FC Noisdoland project. There was Mohamed Kudus, Mohamed Kudus passed through the ranks. Then there was Kamaldeen Sulemana to replace Kudus. He also got a big transfer to France, currently playing his football for Southampton in the English Premier League. And there is Enes Nyama to also take over the mantle.
He has some similarities with Kamaldeen Sulemana. The difference is his final touch is a bit better than what Kamal offers.
Okay. Maybe not really a dig at Kamaldeen Sulemana, but
not at all.
It's all about the end product. If you do it right, you definitely will be worthy of commendation. So Bekut Chamsadine, that's a beautiful one to Mohamed Bekir, sends in a cross, and danger is occurred. A throw for Algeria. Mohamed Bekir, since he came on, has been a breath of fresh air on the left flank for Algeria, has combined beautifully with Chamsadine Bekouche, and it's made the Algerian left quite dangerous.
Weakest link so far in the team happens to be our right back, Aaron Esso. He happens to be the weakest link, and you should understand him. The player who's supposed to provide a lot of support to him is Fatawu Issahaku, who we know is very poor or very weak defensively. And the Algerians are saying that they have identified that, and they always create an overload in that position to make sure that they double up their figures, their numbers over there, to make life very uncomfortable for Aaron Esso. It is high time our coaches get to identify that and find solution before we get punished.
So you're live on CNU TV on YouTube, and it is the African U23 Championship Qualifier. It's a second leg encounter between Algeria and Ghana. Ghana, the home side, ahead by a goal to 0 on the aggregate scoreline. Ghana has a 2-1 advantage, and the Algerians have their back against the wall. Can they push themselves back into the game? Can they force the initiative and turn this around in their favor? It's an interesting development so far. They've been probing, they've been pushing, but none has yielded dividends. None has paid off so far, and we've done 35 minutes of play. It remains the Black Meteors 1, Algeria 0. Goal courtesy Abdul Fattah Issahaku. So the fans are still coming in pickles. They are dropping in as and when. Hopefully we expect to see an enhanced capacity maybe after halftime. In the second half, I expect the numbers to not swell actually, but increase. A marginal appreciation is expected. The sun is up, quite hot, weather quite humid, but it's quite okay for football on the African continent. And a free Barnier is controlled, let him down, and the decision has already gone against him.
I'm not too sure of the decision, but it wasn't an offside, so probably a foul by a free Barnier. From commentary position, what I stand, I think that was a chest. He used to control the ball, not a foul. But the referees have a perfect decision, so let's credit them for this decision.
Referee Kawel Kamara has been in charge of the game so far, and he's done a yeoman's job. And a throw-in for Algeria once again on the left side. Ball thrown to Bakra, the number 9. And Fattah Issahaku best forward. He finds a free Barnier. Barnier with an attempt. Sends in across to Enes Nyama. Ghana looking for a penalty, but the referee will have none of that. And Algeria will have a chance to break. A beautiful tackle by Samuel Abeashikwe. What will he do? Unfortunately, he's brought down. And Algeria will concede. No, it is a free kick advantage, Algeria actually. Much to the fury of the fans. No penalty, no free kick. I think the referee had it right.
We have to give him the benefit of the doubt. It was a spot-on decision. Barnier's cross got in touch with the Algerian defender, but I think the position of the hand at the moment does not warrant for a penalty. It was a beautiful defending by the Algerian centre back. Barnier should have done better. He got the right ball. He ran into a better space. I was thinking he goes for glory. When he decided to lay the pass, I was thinking he laid a pass just behind the defender instead of going across the face. Unfortunately, it was a very poor cross from a free Barnier.
A free Barnier. I think he was actually caught in a web. He had two decisions to make in a split second, whether to shoot or whether to find a pass, and maybe it affected his decision making, the final pass. So a throw into Algeria. The throw one in the Chamsadine Bekouche. He dribbles into the box, says one. He's a dangerous fullback, an attacking-minded fullback.
If I would call for a change in his second half, definitely it's going to be Aaron Esso. Definitely, most definitely.
But just as you highlighted, Abdul Fattah Issahaku barely drops back to support in defensive transitions, and so there's always left up space for the Algerians to attack us. They've always overloaded their left, as you mentioned earlier.
One thing he's liking to do is to always make sure he calls Fatawu Issahaku to his duty. When the weight overload becomes so high or too much to bear, you need to call somebody to aid. When he's not doing that, so I think he's failing that. When you are not able to contain the pressure mounted, you call for support from the other players. Unfortunately, he's not doing that, and he has always been exposed whenever he's caught in that situation.
So Algeria forced a save from Ibrahim Danlad. Will be a corner kick. Corner taken quickly. Mohamed Belkir on the ball. Sends a pass in there, beautiful one. A shot is taken, deflected, and Algeria are still mapping up danger. And this time around, a huge clearance by Abdel Fattah Issahaku. Algeria had an opportunity to attack again. Ball pass to the middle, controlled beautifully by the number 6, sensing a true pass. A ball rebounds, an opportunity once again. Ibrahim Danlad, but he was in an offside position, and so definitely it's an offside decision going against Algeria.
And our team is the most experienced. So when situations of this nature comes, he needs to come to the rescue of the nation. He did same a couple of days ago in Algeria, and I'm not too surprised of what he's doing. If you know Danlad from the U17 level to where he is now, we know his development, his progression. He's a quality goalkeeper, no doubt about him. Whenever he is crucial stage, we know it's a hallmark. It's something he's been doing always. No wonder he conjured one here once again.
So the Black Meteors are trying to, I wouldn't say pace through the remaining minutes of the first half, but they are trying to walk through it and see if they can still maintain that slim goal advantage. It's a goal kick for the Algerians. The goalkeeper, Bulhendi, leaves one for number 4, Reda Bencha. He sends a long one, intercepted by the Black Meteors. A pass forward, won beautifully by Abbas Samari. He turns one. Abbas Samari is a beautiful player. Sends one to a free Barnier. Barnier in possession, the captain. Sends one to Abdel Fattah Issahaku. Fattah Issahaku with a shot, and the goalkeeper fumbles it. Enes Niama gets possession of the ball. Niama sends in a pass, deflected. Danger still present, and the volley by the Ghanaian player is claimed by goalkeeper Bulhendi. So that was a dangerous instance there. A rare chance to shoot a goal for the Black Meteors in the last 10 minutes. And Algeria dealt with it as they showed. It's still 1-0, 42 minutes of play. Ghana 1, Algeria 0. And this is CNO TV on YouTube. It's a qualifier, second leg game between Ghana and Algeria for the African U23 Championship. A throw-in for the Black Meteors.
I said this a couple of minutes ago that looking at how the Algerians have seen the trademark of Enes Niama, and if police him with 2 players, our technical bench need to do something. Now he's operating from the right side of the Ghana attack. Clearly you could see Tanko was saying what we initially talked about, and he need to try something different to see if this time around he'll be effective at this, or let's see what Fattah Issahaku also offers at the side of the field.
So a switch of places in terms of Enes Niama and Abdel Fattah Issahaku. Issahaku looks to have dropped into the middle, Enes Niama to the right, and Abbas Samari has drafted into the left. Maybe Niama to support Aaron SL.
Probably.
Defensive contribution. So Eziam in possession, sends a long one in there. Free Barnier cannot get to it. He wouldn't, even if you add a few inches to his height. That was quite far off, and you can see the fans have charged. We have the Porcupine Warriors, we have the Ghana National Supporters Union, and individual fans also here. So throw in for Algeria. 44 minutes of play, yet to see the minutes added on by the referee. Algeria in possession, number 8. Yassine Titraoui passes to number 4 Rensha. He finds Mohamed Belker. Belker cannot get to the ball. Aaron Essel marshals the ball out of play. Wins a throw-in, takes it quickly. Enes Niama on the ball now. Enes Niama, he has 3 Algerian players to be. Finds a pass, a free Banier. Concedes a free kick.
A perfect call from the referee. That was a perfect call from the referee.
He's not really laid down his marker in this game. He's basically contributed in bits and pieces. But when it is that you expect him as one of the few senior guys in the setup to stamp his authority and show that he's actually in this game, we've not really seen that from a free Banier.
He's not there yet. He's not there. Banier has been a bit slow and sluggish in this game. Let's say probably maybe because he's not playing the first game, he's a bit rusty as compared to the other players. Probably he's using the first half to warm himself up into the game. In the second half, we expect a lot more from a free Banier. 2 minutes of added time has been added to the first 45 minutes.
So the 45 minutes are all up. We do 2 additional minutes minimum at the discretion of the referee. Samari, he finds Ensobila to Eziem. Eziem to the right, he locates Aaron Essel. Aaron Essel looking for a free Banier. Banier chests down the ball. He passes back to Enes Niama. Niama dribbles to the middle. He finds Fatal Ishaq, a beautiful 1-2 play. And Niama's final pass was lacking. And Opoku Afrane, a beautiful play. He finds the goalkeeper, Ibrahim Danlad, who's much more playing like a sweeper. Danlad to the middle. The ball goes to Dominic Insobila. Insobila to Abe Ashikwe from Abbas Samari. Abe Ashikwe passes to Samari. Beautiful one and a shot. And a free Banier cannot score. And it's offside. But how did he miss that?
How did Banier miss that? I think it was a good run from Samuel Abe Ashikwe. Ashikwe is playing a position he's not used to at club level. We've seen him great Olympics side. He's not playing as a left back, but this team, Tanko decided to use him as a left back, and he's been so effective throughout the 45 minutes we've witnessed here. It was a good run from him. Look at the cutback to Fatal Ishaq, a brilliant strike from Fatal Ishaq, but you credit the Algerian goalkeeper for Banier once again. I don't know what Banier was thinking and what he was waiting for. He needs to up his game. As a leader of the team, sometimes you need to take these games into your hands and make very good impact for your side. It's very, very poor from the side of our captain. He needs to up his game in the second half.
All right, so proceedings will be brought to an end in the first installment of this game. And after 45 minutes, it's ended. The Black Meteors of Ghana 1, the Algerian counterpart 0 on the aggregate scoreline. It is advantage 2-1 for Ghana. Coach Ibrahim Tanko, Michael Osei, Gordon Atram, and all the members of this technical setup will be very pleased with how proceedings have unfolded so far. And so, from the Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium, Habib, your final remarks before we pause for the first half break and return for the second half.
It's quite an impressive first half display from the two nations. I must say, the Algerians have given a very good account of themselves. They are here for our business. They came purposely for something, and they've executed that very well in the first 45 minutes. Though they are down by a goal, I must say they've not been a bad team. They've given us a very good run for our money. Just that our guys have always been on top of their game. They've always make sure they keep their composure. When they are not in possession or when they are not with the ball, they try to come back in the numbers and try to defend. Anytime you see the Algerians with the ball, you count about 6 or 7 Ghanaian players just behind the ball to make sure they get a ball in a space of 30 seconds, not to allow the Algerians to put a lot of pressure on us. And I must say that is a very good account of the Black Meteors side. And with the ball, we see proper transition from defense to the midfield to our. There are instances we've seen our defenders, most especially our right back in the shape of Aaron Essel, struggling to deal with one-on-one situation or 2v1 situation. But that not said, I must say our centre back has been too solid. Danlad has been excellent in how he's been organizing his centre backs, and then our midfield Sobila is a gem, top quality player. How he organized the midfield, the shape of the team from the midfield to the attack. The only problem we have is we've not been too clinical. We could have gotten at least 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of the game, but unfortunately we failed to take chances that came our way. We hope to see that in the second half our coaches are going to work on our voice, most especially those leading the line, to make sure we'll be a bit prolific or clinical. When the chances comes our way, we need to make them count. Just like you made mention initially through the commentary, that such games, when you get a second goal, you are rest assured you've cushioned yourself into proper position. 1 goal is enough, but in football terms, 1 is a bit equal to 0. And it's not done for us. We need to make sure we come into the second half as if we are still trailing from a goal, as if we are the team trailing by a goal to 0, and give ourselves a very good account in the second half. And I have the strong belief what we've seen from our boys in the first half, we're going to do very well in the second half. We need 1 or 2 substitutions, most especially is that we bring someone to complement Aaron Essel, or we take him off and bring a proper player or somebody who can deal with the situation and the threat posed by the Algerians. But that not said, I must say it was a very good 45 minutes of soccer display here by the two sides. Ghana, we took our chance that came our way, and we are leading by a goal to 0. Let's see when we come for the second half. We're going to improve upon what we did, then get other goals to other players. But for the spectatorship, I must say, looking at when we're starting again, the numbers we're having here compared to what we have now, I must say it's a bit encouraging. Kumasi once again are standing up in their numbers to cheer their boys up. This is Meteors, for crying out loud. This is not the Black Stars of Ghana. We don't have a lot of the stars here. People will trip in to come and see them. And today it's Tuesday. The game was 4 p.m., not 5 p.m. or after work, so you should understand the situation here. But I must say, Kumasi is once again, Ghana is grateful to Kumasi for showing up in their numbers to cheer the boys up. And I have that strong belief our boys are going to live up to expectation.
So all too soon, we've come to the end of the first installment of the game, and it's the Black Meteors of Ghana leading Algeria by a goal to 0. And so we pause here. We return for the second half coverage at the Kumasi Baba Era Sports Stadium. It's been the African U23 Championship Qualifier, second leg, the final round of qualifier actually. And so whoever makes it of the 2 teams will make it to the tournament proper. It's been a wonderful 45 minutes. We hope for more when we return in the next 10-15 minutes. Thank you very much. It's been Michael Asaibori here with Habib. We'll be back shortly.
So we're back again into commentary position at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. U23 Afcon Qualifier that serves as the qualifying game to Olympics 2024 in Paris, France. Our second half underway here, Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Still Ghana 1, the Algerian 0. The two sides sticks to the line of that play in the first 45 minutes.
All right, so we are back here for a continuation of this Afcon 23 championship qualifier between Ghana versus Algeria. The first half ended 1-0 advantage Ghana, and so we resume proceedings for the second installment of the game. Ghana, long pass forward, finds a free Barnier dummies with an opportunity and is unable to pick a marker. Danger still present, and miscommunication on the part of the Ghanaians leads to another failed attempt. It's a free kick for Algeria. It's a free kick for Algeria. Ball with Rencha. Does not look so pleased with development so far. I don't know. Maybe engaging his teammates to make his displeasure known as to the chance that got the long one out of touch will be a throw-in for the Black Meteors. Ball thrown, Enes Miama, beautiful control, loses possession, but has his teammate Emmanuel Esiam winning it. It's a free Barnier and is in an offside position. Barnier has actually looked out of shape in this game. He's really shown the zeal to get himself involved in play, but he's not really had a stranglehold on how the game will pan out, and he's not really been on top in terms of his runs, in terms of his passing. He's out of this game actually in terms of making an impact.
He's one player who always finds it very difficult to control his emotions. When he's playing and he's not on top of his game, he always struggles with how to control his emotions, and that is coming to bear today too. I know Barnier a couple of times, when he fails to deliver, he always blames himself, and it ends up eating him up in a game. I think it's something he needs to work on going forward. When you want to grow to become a proper or a big star in the game of football, he needs to work on that. His emotions always eat him out.
A free Barnier, captain for the Black Meteors. It's just the player we were discussing moments ago. Play resumes. Two Algerians caught in a web, try to maneuver their way through unsuccessfully. Ball gets to Eziami, passes. Abdul Fatawi Shahaku cannot get to it. Play resumes. Ghana in possession. Ball pass to Abe Ashikwe. Abe Ashikwe sends one back to goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. Edges for calm. Passes to the right hand side. He finds Opoku Afrani. Opoku Afrani, he passes back. A free Barnier in possession of the ball. Sends one to the right. He finds Opoku Afrani. Afrani searching forward. He does it carefully to a free Barnier. He loses possession and fouls an opponent.
Not his game today. Not Barnier's game today. Totally not his game today. But Niama has switched to his usual position in the first half. Let's see.
So Niama in possession on the left-hand side. Niama goes past his marker. He's brought down. Referee tells him to get on his feet and play will continue. He's having none of that.
He fell before he got contact. He fell before.
So Algeria will have an opportunity to attack the Black Meteors. A pass sent in, intercepted. Won by Aaron SL. Abdul Fattah Ushak, who is now occupying more of a midfield role, passes back to the goalkeeper, Ibrahim Danlad. And Danlad passes, and the sequence gets to Insobila. A large ball forward, gets to a free Bania, chest down the ball, controls, he passes back to Insobila. Insobila to Eziam. He dribbles, goes past his marker with ease, gets the ball to Opoku Afrane, back to Eziam. He dummies, passes the ball back. He gets it to number 21 for the black, and that is Alex Opokusafo. Opokusafo in possession for the black Meteors. To Samuel Abeashikwe, he's brought down. Referee will wave advantage. Play continues, and Samari wins possession for the black Meteors. Samari gets the ball to the middle. He finds Insobila. Abdel Fattah Ishaku was looking for a replica of the goal he scored in the first leg, but
you saw the goalkeeper off his line once again. He decided to go for glory. It's something he's well rehearsed for, and he tried it once again. Unfortunately, this misses the goal.
He scored a similar goal at the Under-20 championship in Niger, and he scored a similar one too in the first leg against Algeria. He tried this time around unsuccessfully, and so it will remain Ghana 1, Algeria 0, 51 minutes played. Algeria in possession, ball gets to the left-hand side, but it's gone out of play. It will be a throw-in advantage. Ghana's black Meteors. So I promised there would be an increase in the numbers, and it looks like it has actually manifested. Still expect quite a few more people to come here and join those already seated and enjoying the action. Abe Ashikwe finds Opokusafo. Opokusafo to Ibrahim Danlad. With calm and composure, is able to find Opokusafo again, beating the Algerian player. A pass forward looking for a free Bania. Bania holds off his marker. Bania with an attempt to shoot. A free Bania. Still working it out. A free Bania. Gets one to the middle, finds Eziam. Ball gets to Aaron SL to Abdel Fattah Ishaku. Ishaku with a cross, but no Ghanaian player. Algeria will clear their lines, and the ball on the right-hand side with a surging run, moving forward. Bursting with pace, number 11 for Algeria, but is dispossessed by Abe Ashikwe. Koseila Boualia. Koseila Boualia surged forward, but he could not go past Samuel Abe Ashikwe. And so it will be a throw-in advantage, the black Meteors. Botron Opokusafo passes to Ibrahim Danlad, and Danlad gets to upon Afrane David. David upon Afrane. Combines and sends one to Eziam. Sends forward a pass. He's looking for the run of Enes Miyama. And saved by the goalkeeper for Algeria, Teddy Bulendi. Niama still in possession. Niama has two players to beat. He decides to go for the pass. He finds Abbas Samari. Samari! And it hits the outside post. That was close by Abbas Samari. He just told his teammates to calm down. He's got this, and actually he got it.
That was a brilliant idea from Samari. Looking at his position, how he found the goalkeeper off his line, he decided to shoot past him. It was a brilliant idea. Unfortunately, that was too high above the goalpost. But and the least said about that boy, Mickey, the better. Dude is quality. He has the eye, he has the potential, he has the calmness, he has everything in his foot. Whenever the ball gets in, he knows when to shoot, when to control, when to hold on and link up other players before he lay passes across. Solid player.
And Algeria will make another changes. Number 9, Bakra coming off. And number 14 will enter the fray for the Algerians. So number 6 is also off for number 17. We'll be confirming the names to you in a jiffy. And number 9 is also off for number 14. So 2 changes. Stan Berekani is out, and in comes Jares, and number 17 Abdul Hamid Driss is also in, and he came on for Monsef Bakra. So 3 changes done by Algeria's coach Noureddin Ali, none made by his opposite number Ibrahim Tanko. We are gradually moving towards the 60th minute mark, and it will look like some players will tire from then on. So let's see how far the Black Meteors will go without a change. Ball pass is with Opoku Safo, sends one in, he finds Ibrahim Danlad. Danlad controls. He passed a free bunny, I beg your pardon. Sends one to Enes Niama, he can't dribble, and the ball will go out of play for a goal kick advantage Algeria. So it's a goal kick advantage Algeria. A shot one taken and passed. Algeria passing it out in the middle. Controlled. Sends one in there. He gets to the right flank. Passes to number 18. Butatu on the ball for Algeria. He has number 11, Koselia on the ball, passes to the middle. Slow, patient build-up play by the Algerians. A pass back finds number 4, Reda Bencha. He gets this to the left side. Algeria looking for opportunities. A slow one gets to number 18. Tries a dribble. He's successful, passes back. Very soon, a change will be effected by the Black Meteors. But all the Algerian possessive play comes to nothing as the ball goes out of touch for a throw-in. Abdel Fattah Ishaku sends forward the ball, but danger averted and controlled beautifully. Gets to the number 12 for Algeria. And he is Mehdi Doval. Mehdi Doval with that curly hair evokes memories of former Real Madrid fullback Marcelo Vieira, and as a free kick against the Black Meteors. So Sylvester Simba is ready to come on. He's a left-footed offensive-minded player. Plays his football for Dreams FC in Ghana's Premier League. Simba was actually a product of a Betway Ghana talent initiative, and he will come on for Salifu Samari Abbas. So out goes a Ghana Premier League player, in comes a Ghana Premier League player, and hopefully Sylvester Simba will be able to replicate the output given by Salifu Samari. Habib.
He's a player of high qualities. We watch him when he chant him, and just ended chant tournament. And I quite remember our last game, the under-23 last game we played at the same stadium. He scored a cracker for the Black Meteors, and he's a player of high prospect. It's more of a like-for-like change. Samari goes off, and then Simba comes, and Simba has a lot of pace in him. He has a lot of dribbling ability. He's able to take on defenders and try to create spaces for other players to run into that spaces. So I think it's a better substitution. But I was looking at the tempo of the game, I was looking at more of a player who can carry a lot of balls or who can combat midfielders and try to provide a lot of defensive stability in our team. And in our bench, we have Salim Adams, formerly of Hartlepool, who plays for Cincinnati in America. So I was thinking if there was going to be a change in the midfield of our team, probably Salim could have been a better option. But we have to allow the coaches to do what they know best. Let's see what Simba brings on board.
So a pass forward to Free Bania, he gets to it. A Free Bania goes past his marker. Free Bania is brought down, and Doval Mehdi clears the danger for Algeria. The fans were looking for a penalty. None was coming from referee Kamara Jawel. And so Ghana will still go in search of that second goal. It's been elusive so far, but same can be said of Algeria looking for an equalizer. Gordon Atram in your shot there, issuing instructions from the technical bench. Ball sent in there and is won by Opon Afrane. Opon Afrane finds Fatau Shaaku to Dominic Insobila. Insobila to a Free Bania. Controls the ball, loses possession. Insobila wins it for Ghana. Passes back, he finds Opoku Safo. Ball headed away by Emmanuel Eziam. Chested down by Ibrahim Dalla to Sylvester Simba. Simba to Ishahaku. Ishahaku moving forward, dribbles again. He falls down. The referee will give a free kick advantage to the Black Meteors. So Ghana have 3 left-footed, offensive-minded players in the game now. Enes Nyama, Sylvester Simba, and Abdul Fattah Ishahaku.
So Fattah in the second half is playing as a deep playing centre forward, and he looks very comfortable with the ball. Is the pattern of the game as compared to when he was operating from the flanks. And I think tactically the coaches have seen what he has in his legs, and they've decided to make sure they bring him into the middle of the game to hold on into a lot of balls, to create spaces, to also allow the other players, the Alphon players, to run into proper position, because he has a drive. When he faces the pole directly, probably he can give us something magnificent from what he normally does.
So free kick for Ghana, and the distance is quite a lot for anyone to try an individual attempt, but there is Abdel Fattah Shahaku behind the ball. Will he go for glory? He loves one in there. Enes Miyama is brought down. Referee will not give a decision advantage Ghana. It was beautifully executed. The technique, the strategy was well on point, but unfortunately Miyama could not get to the ball on time, and Algeria saw the danger from a shorter distance and were able to deal with it. As a throw-in for the Algerians, ball thrown and intercepted out of play by Samuel Abeashikwe Mehdi Doval to effect the throw for Algeria. Throws one, ball cleared away, will be another throw for Algeria. We've done 64 minutes of play. Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Ghana leading on the aggregate scoreline by 2 goals, 2-1. A pass to Algeria's number 13, Tofik Sharifi. Sharifi to the left-hand side, and he finds Mohamed Bekir. Bekir with the ball forward. Berkouche could not keep the ball in play, and it is a goal kick advantage Ghana's Black Meteors. So here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, Ghana have had little trouble dealing with the offensive threat of Algeria, and Bona with Opon Afrane. A throw-in goes against the Black Meteors. Medidoval, he throws one, headed away from the danger area by Opokusafo Alex. Alexander Opokusafo at the heart of defense for Team Ghana. And Opokusafo has well marshaled the back line. So free kick for Algeria. Sends a long one in there, and goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad gets to the ball. He launches one forward to Sylvester Simba. Simba moving forward. Simba, he dummies an opponent, sends one to Abdul Fattah Ishahaku. Back to Sylvester Simba. Simba on the ball for the Black Meteors. Back to Fattah Ishahaku. Sends in a cross. Enes Nyama cannot get his head to the ball. Ball still in play, and it's out of touch. It will be a goal kick. There is an Algerian player on the pitch. He needs attention. His teammates helps him back to his feet, and play will continue. So Algeria take the goal kick. They take a shot. On the right hand side is Medidoval, number 12. Without Kelly bouncing here, Medidoval sends one in, headed away by Alex Opokusafo. Opokusafo wearing number 21 jersey, and he plays for FCRS in Greece. Enes Nyama passes to Sylvester Simba to Fattah Ishahaku. Handball against Algeria will be a free kick advantage Ghana. Just in the Ghanaian half, in the center circle, the D, Emmanuel Eziam, he passes to Dominic Nzobila. Nzobila on the ball, sends it back to goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. Danlad to Opoa Frane, David Opoa Frane. Passes to Fattah Ishahaku, back to Opoa Frane. He passes the ball back to goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad. Danlad to Alex Opokusafo. Ball gets to Enes Nyama. He's pushed off the ball, and Nyama will foul his opponent, Algeria's number 8, in the person of Yassine Petraoui. Another free kick going for Algeria, and Medidoval signals to the referee. He was expecting the yellow card, and that was not forthcoming. Quite disappointed he is. Algeria kind of growing stronger by the minute, looking for a crucial equalizer. Ball gets to number 18. Tatraoui sends one in, but is won by Samuel Abe-Ashikwe. Abe-Ashikwe loses possession and concedes a throw. He loses possession and concedes a throw. Ball thrown, and slip, and an opportunity for Enes Nyama to attack. Nyama surging forward. Nyama passes to Simba. Back to Nyama, he's brought down. Advantage Simba. He has all to do against two Algerian players. Simba is able to protect the ball and find his teammate Abdul Fattah Ishahaku. He finds Dominic Nsobila. Nyama will get onto the pitch. He will need medical attention. In the meantime, it's Ghana surging forward. Ball gets to Sylvester Simba. Simba attempts a dribble, but all comes to nothing. And it's a goal kick advantage, Algeria. Niama finally will get the attention he needs. Can see the medical team rushing to him. Medidov gets to his side, tells him, he inquires about what actually is happening. A free Ebani also there. Niama holds his head. He will be put on the stretcher. The Ghanaian medical team are here to attend to him. So Niama will be escorted off the pitch for treatment, and is an opportunity for a water break. We've done 71 minutes, Habib. Not much to account for in terms of offensive actions in the second half, unlike the first.
I must say the Algerians have taken the game to Ghana so badly. It's time our technical bench need to do something to make sure we up our game. It's quite a very unpleasant second half display from the Meteors side. I must say the Algerians have taken the games to us. They are not playing the game that suits their system. They are a team that likes or that operates freely very well on the flanks, and that is what they are doing into perfection in this second half. And I must say a lot of work needs to be done in our team to make sure we soak the pressure that is being posed to us from the Algerian side. If only we want to contain the pressure from them and make sure that we maintain the scoreline here, same as that, even if we're not going to add up to what we've scored already, I think defensively we need to up our game so well. It is something I must say that we've started losing the midfield battle here, and we need to make sure we do 1 or 2 substitutions into our team to make sure we get a lot of stability in the midfield of the department. I must say that in the second half, there is one thing that I've noticed, and it's Niama has not been himself in this second half of the game. And like I stated earlier on, if he's not going to be able to continue giving us what he offered in the first 45 minutes, I suggest he's been taken off, then replaced with a center midfielder, because we've seen what's the name, Sylvester Simba, who just walk in, who can operate from that same position. We have Batawi Isaku, who can also switch into that position and give us something better. Nuyama is a bit off himself than what we witnessed in the first 45. Even Afri Ebani himself can operate from that same position. So it's time for us to introduce a proper center player in this game, and we try to push somebody else into that position in order to get a lot of balance in our team, to provide that stability and balance at the back of our team. Unless something different from Myanmar, or else I think it is time he walks off from the pitch for somebody to also come and add up something to our team before we lose this. We still have a couple of minutes to play for, and we need to protect what we have before the Algerians equalize.
And so Algeria have made some changes. Mohamed Aziz is in, and Mohamed Aziz came on for Koseila Boualia. Same applies to Mohamed El Haj, number 7, and he's in for corner kick taken by the Algerians. Danger cleared. It's a throw. 74 minutes gone. It's Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Ball thrown. It gets to number 17, Abdul Hamid Idris. A long ball away. Another throw for Algeria. Number 2, Mohamed Aziz. Mohamed Aziz on the ball, throws a short one. He gets it back from number 7, Mohamed El Haj. El Haj to Mohamed Aziz. Aziz pushing forward, sends in a cross. It's deflected. Ball gets to Enes Niama. Niama on the ball. He's been brought down. Referee waves play on. He gets it to the Algerians. A shot, and it goes over for a goal kick advantage. The Black Meteors. So officiating has been quite concerning
there are a lot of question marks. There are a lot of question marks, about the officiating in the second part of the game. I think they are losing their grade in the second half compared to what they did in the first half. It was a very balanced game in the first half, but it looks like all the 50-50 balls that are supposed to go in favor of Ghana is either the referee allows play to continue or he whistles against us, and that is too unfair from the side of the officiating officials.
So free kick advantage Ghana. And a long ball to the left-hand side looking for Niyama. Can he get to it? He does. And Algeria consider throw. So throwing advantage the Black Meteors. A long one sent in there to a free Barnier, and there was nobody to connect. The ball sweeps across the 6-yard box, and it will be another throw-in for the Black Meteors. So Ghana still in search of that elusive second goal that will give the team that cushioning. Algeria in search of that equalizer. So you're still live on CNO TV on YouTube. We've done 76 minutes of play as the Black Meteors, who are leading by a goal to 0. After Fatahu Shahaku, he cuts in, takes a shot, and the ball was a whisker away. Ghana's number 10 playing like is demanded of a playmaker.
That's a good run. It was a good run from Fatahu Shahaku. He cuts in at the right place, got the ball on his feet. Unfortunately, the delivery was too poor from getting the back of the net. Too poor from Fatahu Shahaku, but it was a brilliant run from the forward.
So ball pass to the middle for Algeria. Number 8 is Yassine Titraoui. He sends one to Mohamed Aziz. Mohamed Aziz has slotted in a right back, and Mehdi Doval has been pushed up front by Algeria's coach, Noureddin Ali. We have 30 minutes plus add-on on time to play. Ghana leading.
Algeria in transition. Ball gets away by Samuel Abe Ashikwe. Referee allows play to continue. Back to Daniel Afriyie-Bani, who wins possession by referee for free kick against the Black Meteors of Ghana. Hear the sounds, the shouts from the fans in the stadium here. Algeria in a move here. Ball clear away. Algeria in possession. Ball gets to Sylvester Simba. Ghana in transition now. Now Ernest Niyama runs into that space. 1v1 situation. Ernest Niyama gets the ball. Ernest Niyama runs into the penalty box. Ernest Niyama get past the goalkeeper. Ernest Niyama. Daniel Afriyie-Bani, who misses from that spot. Daniel Afriyie-Bani misses glorious opportunity. Ernest Niyama carried the ball alone, got past the defender, and the goalkeeper squares the ball off to Daniel Afriyie-Bani. But unfortunately, the captain for the Black Meteors could not go past the goalkeeper. Brilliant save from goalkeeper Ferdi Bohendi. Gets off from Daniel Afriyie-Bani's strike. Barnier gets himself to be blamed. Ball swings to the right side of the Algerian flank, and it's Algerian in transition now. Algerian searching for the equalizer here. Sylvester Simba wins the ball, drop back to Dominic Inso-Bila. Sabila sends the ball back to Alex Opoku-Safo, who draws back to Ernest Niyama. Niyama holds on, keeps his balance and composure. Referee whistles for free kick against. It's a free kick that goes against the Algerians, and Afriyie-Bani could not forgive himself. Daniel Afriyie-Bani could not forgive himself. He gets some sort of encouragement and words of motivation from Danlad Ibrahim, who deputized as the vice captain to the side. And the last time Afriyie-Bani plays here for the Black Meteors, he got a goal for the Meteors back through a spot kick. And his last 3 games played for the Black Meteors, he's failed to find the back of the net in action play. He only does that through a spot kick. Ghana goes for a second substitution. But yellow card shown to Great Olympic lad Samuel Abe Ashikwe, who in the books of the referee field is going for a delay game. So yellow card has been flashed to the number 4 sheltered jersey for the Meteors of Ghana. Goes by name Samuel Abe Ashikwe, who plays for Accra Great Olympics. It's a free kick to the Meteors. Fatau Isahaku sends across the face. Ball drops to Emmanuel Esiam. Sends one into the 18-yard box. The ball flashes away. Dominic Insobila wins that one from that position. Drop a bullet. Get blood, and there's a throw into the Black Meteors of Ghana. Ghana goes for second substitution, and Daniel Afriye Barnier goes off. Daniel Afriye Barnier is being substituted in the 81st minute. The former Accra Heartful Africa, who currently plays for FC Zurich in the Swiss League, goes up for Emmanuel Yabua, who coach is a former player for Younger. Has his teammates here watching him play. So Mickey, Emmanuel Yabua joins, just comes on for Daniel Afriye. Emmanuel Yabua, former player for Young Apostles, a first division side at Sunyani, and he currently plays for Savage Coach. As one of the players Ghana need to watch. But I've seen the entire Young Apostle team here in the stands, here to share their own up in this game. Top quality player.
Well, I think we saw something similar in the Black Stars game for Patrick Pozo, where we had to have a contingent travel all the way from the Volta region to come and support him. Unfortunately, he did not get to play, but it's a different story for Emmanuel Yabua. He's had a contingent coming here to support him, and he's gotten a chance to at least make them happy. And he's been trusted in up front. He replaces Ibrahim Dalal. I was actually befuddled as to why the fans were booing Ibrahim Dalal. Maybe a free bunny. I don't know why I confused it. Exactly. I don't know why he was being booed. I actually don't know why. But
you should understand. He was booed by the Cordova supporters, so clearly you should understand.
Maybe quite kind of explains it, but I think he gave his all, and the boos and everything, I think, were unjustified. And it's not to do something to a player who's come, he sacrificed everything to play for the Black Meteors. But let's see, Emmanuel Yeboah has quite the physique. He has the energy. Let's see what he injects into this team. They've been lacking that energy in the second half, especially up front. And let's see the output he's able to bring on board and the support that he has. And so he's seen a good one. Unfortunately, it wasn't kept in play by Abdul Fattah Ishahaku. We've done 83 minutes of play. It's Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Live on CNU TV on YouTube. It's been great having you as a company as you observe the live feed and also listen to the commentary. Medidoval dribbles forward, a tackle is clean as adjudged by the referee. Enes Niama sends one to Emmanuel Yeboah. Niama cannot keep it in play, but it was a good move and rightfully applauded by the stands. Algeria look down, but definitely not out, and they will need to master some 1 or 2 offensive actions to see if they can claw back into this game. A goal and parity is restored, and the tie is even all over again. So anything can happen. A goal for Ghana kinds of take the Algerians out of the game. A goal for Algeria brings them back into the game and see Ghana's advantage cancelled out. It's Samuel Abe Ashikwe, and the decision has been given against Ghana. Ashikwe is astounded, questions the assistant referee, who would not even pay attention or give heed to the demonstrations of him. And the ball gets to number 7 for Algeria, Medidoval, and no, it's definitely not happening for Algeria. Still stand. Dominic Insobila, he finds Enes Niama. Niama. He dribbles one, he's going forward, and a decision has been given against Ghana. It's a free kick against Ghana. It is a correct decision, but I'm surprised the referee had to delay some few seconds before giving it, much to the fury of Algeria's coach Noureddin Ali. So decision given. Ball now with Algeria's number 8. Yassine Traoui passes to Mehdi Doval. Mehdi Doval was looking for a colleague. Unfortunately, he found those sitting on the bench, meaning the ball has gone out of place. A throw in for the Black Meteors. Ball thrown, headed away by Mehdi Doval, controlled by Mohamed Aziz. Gets it back, Aziz. Aziz to number 8, Traoui Yassine. Yassine to number 7, Mohamed Alaj, and he loses possession. Ball gets to Abdel Fattah Shahaku, loves one for Emmanuel Yeboah. Can he get to it? Yes, he can. And he has a ball. Emmanuel Yeboah dribbles inside the box. Emmanuel Yeboah! And a save by goalkeeper Teddy Bulendi, rescuing Algeria. Game is open. It's a hanky-panky affair. Ghana halves and puffs and go school. Algeria does same and go school. It's anybody's encounter to score in the closing stages, but it's Ghana's game to lose as they lead by a goal to 0. Ball pass to the middle. Sylvester Simba. Simba gets the ball. Enes Niama. Ghana win a throw-in.
I love the energy put into this game in a couple of the last 5 to 10 minutes. Ghana is all over in the front of play. I must credit Emmanuel Yeboah for his impact so far since he entered on the front of play. He's been so phenomenal out front, and he's giving a lot of pressure to the back line of the Algerians. Ghana is just 3 to 4 minutes away from making our first appearances at the Olympics since 2004. It's almost 20 years, so almost 2 decades the last time we featured at the Olympic Games. So you could see the joy in the faces of these boys, and you could see how the crowd here are also excited, just waiting for the final 3 minutes, then to be seen that we're back into where we belong to. Ghana has produced a lot of quality players from the Olympic Games, and we want to see these boys also growing to become such players in future. And I'm very happy for them how they've kept their composure. They played into the system and the philosophy of the coaches deployed here to make sure we get a qualification to the next Olympics.
And so the clock ticks, and so the wait continues for Algeria, and that elusive equalizer for the Black Meteors. This would not matter at all. At the end of it all, they are leading by a goal to 0. So ball pass to the middle, it gets to Yassine Traoui. A few moments ago, with some beautiful dummy in the middle that drew applause from the fans. Algeria in possession, biding their time, launching one forward, but Mohamed Aziz is not able to keep it in play, and the ball will go out of touch for a throw-in advantage. The Black Meteors. Abe Ashikwe throws one, loses possession. Ghana. Dominic Insobela is able to pass it to Emmanuel Essia. Beautiful play. Abdel Fattah Shahaku goes past his marker, wins a throw-in. We've done 89 minutes, yet to see the added on time. And the bellboy will even do his own antics. And so, time is against Algeria, but definitely time is Ghana's best friend. As things stand, 90 minutes, all but up. Yet to see the added on minutes. Algeria still in search. Mohamed El Haj with a shot deflects off Opoku Safo across the Santini. Ibrahim Danlad will calmly claim it We'll do 4 minutes of added on time. And so the 90 minutes are about up. 4 minutes minimum of added on time. And Ghana will need to score one more or protect this lead. Algeria will need to bounce back. And Abdel Fattah Ishahaku, he dribbles. Ishahaku, he cannot do it all. He needed to pass. He wanted to do his own thing. And the dancing rondo did not pay off. Ibrahim Danlad clears. 1-2 Aaron SL. Ghana still in possession. Sylvester Simba. Simba passes to the middle to Emmanuel Eziam. Eziam to Ishahaku. Ishahaku to Simba. Simba controls, passes to Aaron SL. Controls the ball, leaves it for Sylvester Simba. Ghana managing the minutes remaining. Ball gets to Safu Opoku. This time around in Sobila finds Abe Ashikwe. Abe Ashikwe dart and run. Abe Ashikwe, and he wins a throw-in for Ghana. Abe Ashikwe wins a throw-in for Ghana. Ball is thrown. Emmanuel Yeboah with his beautiful hold-up play is able to keep possession for Ghana. Emmanuel Yeboah does it very well. Emmanuel Yeboah, Sylvester Simba combines, and Eziam is a shot and is off target.
That was a good idea. Brilliant build-up from Emmanuel Yeboah and then Eziam for that combo and then that beautiful build-up before the strike. It was a perfect idea. Fortunately, he could not get the 4 minutes. Like I was saying, the 4 minutes looked like 4 seconds to the Algerians and then 40 minutes to the Ghanaians. Everybody here wants the game to just come to an end. Let's see if Ghana can get the reaction of the kick. Unfortunately, we could not.
So there was an opening for Sylvester Simba. He fell, and the clearance was made by the Algerians. It's a corner kick advantage, the Black Meteors. 90 minutes up. We've done 2 minutes of the 4 added on minutes. Ghana leading by a goal to 0. On the aggregate scoreline is 2-1 advantage Ghana. As things stand, Algeria will be eliminated. As things stand, Ghana will qualify. Contrasting fortunes for the two sides. A shot corner is taken. Enes Nyama, Fattah Ishahaku, and look. A little more time for some showboating. Enes Nyama, Fattah Ishahaku delighting the fans, enjoying everything. Ghana combing passes together, doing what they want and toiling with the Algerians, and the ball sent back. The fans will applaud. They love what they are seeing. And Algeria, when one last attempt to attack, Mohamed Aziz passes the ball forward. Referee has already awarded a free kick.
Important part, very important part.
So Algeria 10, Yassine Tetraoui. He's brought down. Referee gives advantage Ghana. Don't know why Tetraoui had to catch the ball like it was his own, and the referee Kamara was having none of that. There is a Ghanaian player on the pitch. It's allowed. He can lie in green pastures, and the referee blows his whistle to bring to an end of proceedings at the end of 90 minutes here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. It's the Black Meteors who gain the upper hand, who gain the advantage, who gain that crucial win that sends us through to the African U23 Championship. It is no way out of this for Algeria. They tried, but it wasn't enough, and they will go home beaten. They will go home eliminated, because there will only be one winner this evening, and that is Ibrahim Tanko's Black Meteors, leading and won by a goal to 0. Goal courtesy Abdel Fattah Ishahaku in the first half, and is giving Ghana an aggregate scoreline of 2-1. And so on the Black Meteors will go. No, Algeria goes home. And that is how things pan out here at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. Habib, your closing remarks.
Tactically, he was on top of his game. He was very excellent, and he did a very, very good job for the Black Meteors. There is nothing we can say. For 19 solid years, we've always tried to make an appearance into Olympic competition. I remember the last edition, it was Edward Sapon's final match. That's yes. That fame, we heap a lot of praises on them. The last time we saw Ghana, there was John Mensah, there was Osamuajan, there was Bafojan, there was Razak Bimbo, a lot of quality players that came to pay a huge impact for Ghana football. And this time around, these are the boys we are seeing here. These are the boys who are going to go all the way to represent Ghana once again at the Olympic level, and also see their development to grow and develop into big stars in the near future, just like we saw the Asamoah the John Mensahs, who went ahead to become captains of the national team. Stephen Appiah was part of the team that played at the Alpines 2004, and this time around we've seen players who were part of the Black Stars proper. They just ended Mondial, who are here, and they played an immense role to lead their team and qualify the team to the next Olympic Games. I must say credit goes to Ibrahim Tanko, the entire technical team, the management, and then the playing body who has fought with their blood to make sure they qualify Ghana back to the Olympics. There is nothing much to say, but to say tactically, guys should show discipline. They came here, they made sure they listened to the instruction offered to them by the technical handlers, and they played according to the system and the plan that we brought, and that has yielded a positive result for the team. We have nothing or not much to say, but to say congratulations to Ibrahim Tanko for doing what previous coaches, a lot of big coaches came in who could not deliver that for us, but he's now trying to prove himself and give himself a proper account to say one day when there is nobody available for the vacancy job at the Black Stars level, if it comes calling, he's the right man to be given the job. He deserves all the praises.
So the fans came, they saw the Black Meteors conquer, and after 90 minutes the encounter ends. Black Meteors 1, Algeria 0, and that's a wrap here at the Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium. It's been wonderful seeing another victory for a Ghanaian side, and Ghana marches on to the tournament proper. It will be a chance for them to negotiate passage to what will be a first Olympic game football event entry since 2004. Would that be possible? Only time will tell. But that is adios from me here, Michael Asari with Habib from the Babayara Sports Stadium. Goodbye.